Hey, welcome back everyone. In this video, I am going to cover a very interesting um, pack that I have created in Podio that you can use and close your deal more efficiently and quickly. So this pack has almost everything that you need in order to have your lead uh, gathered in the app, and then you process it and you close it. You make profit from it. So if I talk about all the features that we have in this pack are as follows. So it has uh, the basic flow, how you move your lead from one app to another. So obviously, as this is an automation platform, so you must be doing some tasks in this seller leads app, and once you are done with that, then definitely you will have to move to that to the offers app, and after that the whiteboard app. So all that automation, all those flows are already built in this app. And next is the KPI, the basic KPIs. So down there, if you can see that we have made some basic KPIs so that you know that how many leads are there in your seller leads app, how many have converted to the offers, and how many of them you have already closed as the deal and have already made the profit out of them. So this basic KPIs gives you all the information about those parameters. Obviously, this is all customizable. So if you want some more KPI parameters, you can just let me know and we will definitely add them here. So these are just basic ones. Next, if we talk about the service, is the follow-up system. So in this pack, you will also get an follow-up system. So you have the seller lead and now you want the system to automatically follow up on that lead. You just click on a button and that's it. The system will automatically send the defined email, texts, voicemail to that lead, and whenever the lead will reply to any one of them, you will get notified in the respected lead. Next is the calling system. So here, if you can see, we have the calls app, and if you already have a calling system as Twilio, CallRail, smartphone, or any other system, you can have all those SMSs and calls get recorded here. And if we have the record here, we can definitely create the leads in our app. So we can integrate that. Next is a common settings app. So here in this app, I will show you in the video that what all fields it has. So it has um, means all the fields that are required to manage the settings in this pack. So suppose you are sending the emails from your system. So the email has the sender name and sender email, so that you can directly manage from here, because in general you don't know how it is set up in globiflow, and as you don't have much knowledge about that how you can make all changes to it. So that's why I have made this app separately so that you can directly go there and make the changes you want. So this is the basic settings app from where you can manage the email settings, the SMS settings, and some couple of more settings options are there. Next is the RightSignature integration. So in this pack, we already have RightSignature integrated so that you have your offer created, and now if you want to send it to your seller, you just have to click on a button and that will send the generated contract to your seller so that they can sign it digitally. And then last we have the campaigns app. So suppose we have made this fully automated system in your Podio workspace, and you have couple of campaigns running, like you are running through your text services or through your website. So all those campaigns we can create here, and that can track that how many leads are coming from them and how many you have converted to the deals or the offers. So that gives you all the information in this app. So all these services you get with this pack. Now let me give you an example that how you process your lead from one app to another and how you close it, so that you better get the idea that how this all these apps works and how the follow-up system works, campaign, and all the services that I have just spoken. For that, what I will do, I'll go to my Seller Leads app. So here I have created the couple of records, but let me create a new one. Shashank test. So here I can provide the phone number. This is my email ID. So I'll just go through all these fields and fill them up one by one. So I have just created the lead with all the dummy information, and here you can see that it has been created just a few seconds ago. So here you will notice that as soon as I created this item, the first thing was the number got formatted in a well manner, right? It was like this, but the system formatted it in this way. And then it has also created a task as call new lead. So here you can see call back the new lead and get all the information about the home and coach motivation. Make sure and update all the appropriate fields in Podio. And it was created to me. The reason is because here I have set the primary person to me, that who is working on the lead? I. So Shashank is working on the lead. So that's why all the tasks related to this lead will get created for him, because he is the primary person who's taking care of this lead. So that's why the task got created for him, and then Shashank can call back to that seller. And here you will also see that because the item got created, so that is the reason why this message has already been sent to the owner of to the owner of this workspace. So as this app will be get installed on your workspace, so you will be the owner, and if you want, you can get notified on your number. So that is to help you so that you don't miss the new lead notification. So likewise, if you are using Twilio service, CallRail, smartphone, Roar, any of them, we can enable this feature. And the campaign has already been set to website because this lead came through the website form, so that's why it get automatically tagged to that campaign. Now we have the seller lead created. The next step is to here I also want to show you the follow-up campaign. So suppose you have talked to the person and he said that please get back to me within a month or after 3 months. So what you have to do is just run a uh, follow-up sequence on this particular lead. So right now I have made a couple of dummy follow-up sequences. So I'll choose one here and just click on the start button. So here you can see that the follow-up has been set up and it will start from 30th of June. And what all messages and emails and voicemails will that lead will be receiving, we can see all that in here. So I have already opened that follow-up sequence in a new tab, and here you can see that in the action 1 we have set up the email, text and voicemail, and as the action 2 we have again the email, text and voicemail, and likewise we have defined all the actions that needs to be performed within a couple of days time. So on 30th, this flow means this follow-up will run and it will send all these actions, all 3 actions, and then it will add this days in that date field. So suppose on 30th this follow-up would be running, so it will automatically add 2 days gap, so it will automatically set to 15th. So next action, next follow-up will be get performed on 15th of June. And when on 15th of June this follow-up would be get running, then this date days will get added. So 15 plus 3 on 18th of June, you will get this action. So likewise, all the days gap we have defined here, and these will automatically get added in that field, and the actions will get performed accordingly. I have made a dedicated video that how this follow-up works in one of my videos, so I will have that link saved in this video description, so you can watch that and get the better understanding. I'm just giving you an overview that how this follow-up works. So suppose we have enabled the follow-up sequence for this lead, and it has started receiving the follow-ups via email, text, and voicemails. And if they reply back, a task would automatically get created for you. Okay. So you have got the reply that yes, I am interested in selling the property or buying the property. Next step is what you have to do. You can click on this create offer button. So once you, before that, you can also set the appointment with the seller, so that your team member can go there and look for the property and then either negotiate the price. So what you have to do is click on this button, follow up contact. So here you can see that it has created a task, and in that task we have set follow-up time. Okay, so it says that set follow-up time. So here in this field we have to set the follow-up time. So today's 12th of June. I am going to set the appointment date for 14th of June at 3 p.m. So I have set up the time. Now what I will do, I'll click on the stage of lead to appointment set, and it will, here you can see it has created the appointment item, appointment scheduled for 14th of June at 3 p.m. And if I open this appointment in a new tab, here you can see the appointment date, the seller with we have the appointment, and then who is going on this appointment. You can choose from here, and there are more couple of fields there. That is this seller lead hot, warm, and cold, offer made, yes or no. So your team member can go there and fill out all these fields as they are in the actual field. Now they have visited the place and everything is going good. What you have to do in the next step is to create an offer for this seller. So for that, what you have to do is just click on this button, create offer, push to offers app. So as soon as you click on that option, the offer will get created in the offers app. So here you can see that we already have a link here. Shashank test lead has been pushed to the offers app. We can just click on this button and it will directly take us to the offers app. In this offers app, we definitely have the link with the actual seller, and then we already have cloned couple of fields in this offers app, so as the property address and the email address. Next step is suppose you are talking to the seller and you are negotiating in a price. So at that stage, what you have to do is click on this negotiate button. So here you can see that the task has already been created, that follow up on the negotiation. So you can call your seller and negotiate on a price for that particular property. So, and suppose you have the price ready. So what you have to do is you have to mention that price here, because it's time to create the offer for the seller, so that whatever you have, whatever the negotiated price you have, you can send the contract to the seller and get it signed. In that contract you can add couple of fields information, so as the clauses, terms, and the conditions, and Yeah, that is it. We should have the name. So, and with that, we should have the property address filled in and then the price filled in. So these three values are mandatory. Here you can also see that is labeled here that when you're creating the offer, make sure you have the offer price filled in, address, and the name correctly. Now, as we already have filled all those information and it's time to create the offer, what you have to do is just click on this button, generate PDF. As soon as you click on that button, here you can see on the right side that the contract has been generated. If you want to see, you can just click on it, and here you can see that how it's look like. And if it is looking okay, then what you have to do is just click on this email to seller button. So it will send this generated contract through email to the seller. So you can just click on it, and let me open my inbox in a new tab. So because I had clicked on this button, so it shows a message here that purchase contract sent via email on whatever the seller email address was. And here you can see I have got the email that, hi Shashank, here's the purchase contract for the review, let me know if it is looking okay, and I'll send the virtual signed contract so that you can sign it from your computer and phone right away. And this is how the contract is looking like. So suppose seller says yes, this is looking okay, you can send the contract to me so that I can sign it. What you have to do is just click on this send to e-signature button, and as soon as you click on that, here you can see purchase contract sent via e-signature, sent for e-signature on the seller email address. Now if we go back, I do not have the RightSignature integrated right now, but in when we will be installing this pack in your workspace, we will integrate your RightSignature account. So as soon as you click on this button, you will get an email from RightSignature that you have just got the contract from the owner to sign this document. So you can click on it and you can just sign the contract, and as soon as you sign the contract, you will get notified here that the seller has just signed the contract, and down there you will also get the signed contract. You can click on it and just review that how it is looking like. So that RightSignature part is also completed, but we will definitely need your RightSignature credentials in order to integrate in globiflow. And the contract is done, your seller has already signed the contract and everything is good. Now it's time to close the deal. So for that, what you have to do is just click on this accepted push to offers button, push to whiteboard button. So once you click on that, here you can see that Shashank test offer has been pushed to the whiteboard app. And if we go there, yeah, here you can see that this was the item that got generated a couple of seconds ago, and it has carried all the information that was needed. So property address, contract acceptance date, the seller it was related to, and property description and everything that we'll have to fill now. Alright, so this is how you can look for a seller and ask them about the property and agree on a price and create the offers and the whiteboard app. Then if I take you to the appointments app, so here you can see that all the appointments you have created for all the sellers you have. The one that we had created was this one, right? Likewise, we have all those appointments here. You can change the view from here. As calendar. so that you can get the idea in a glance that how many appointments you have scheduled for this month. And offers, I have already shown you that how does it look like. Whiteboards, I have already shown you. The campaigns app, let me show you how does it look like. So here we have added just one item as website. So what we are doing here right now is, as soon as the item are being created in this seller leads app, we are tagging them in this website lead. So we are assuming that all those leads are coming from your website, but in your case it can be from the calls sources, the phone sources, or some other campaign sources. So definitely we can create all of them in here and customize the code so that they can automatically tag to them. So suppose if we add a phone service in here, so we can create a new campaign as CallRail campaign, and as soon as the leads will be get created here, they will automatically get tagged to that CallRail campaign. So in this campaigns app, what all information do we have is that how many leads have been created through this campaign medium, how many you have made to the appointments, how many are in the offers app through this campaign. So those couple of KPIs we have defined here in each campaign. So you get the idea that through this campaign how many leads you have created, and out of those leads how many appointments you have created, offers you have created, and likewise. Follow-up sequence, I have already shown you that in this app you define the pattern that how the follow-up should run. So here on the very first day all these three actions will get performed. The email will get sent, the text will get sent, and the voicemail will get sent. And after 2 days all this email, text, and voicemail will get sent. And after 3 days, means suppose today is 12th of Jan, and as we suppose we have run this follow-up sequence for one of the lead, and on 12th of June it is running. So next action would be action 2 plus current date. So 12 plus 2 means 14th of June. All these second actions will be get performed. Now on 14th of June when this follow-up would be get running, this next action 3 days gap will be get added. So mean 14th of June plus 3, 17th. So on 17th of June you will get this action 3, means email 3rd, and likewise it will execute till the time you have defined them. So this is the place where you define the follow-up sequence with the number of days gap, and as it is all customizable, so it is easier for you to manage. In this app, FUP templates app, this is the actual place where you type in the email content, the text, the voicemail that needs to be sent in the follow-up sequence. So if I open up one of the example, so here you can see that this is my email template and this is the type of email. So here you can define whether this is an email or text or voicemail. So as this is an email text, so for email we have two mandatory fields as the email subject and the email body, right? And I already have made couple of tokens here. So tokens means suppose we want to send this email to one of the lead, then we definitely would like to make it personalized. So hi, as my name is Shashank, so hi Shashank, it was great connecting with you, and then here we will definitely have to show the property we are talking about. So these two keys I have made as dynamic, so it will automatically get the seller name, and this property address will automatically get the property address out of the seller information. And this was the example of an email, and if we open up an text example, it is like this. So in this text here you can see the email subject and email body is blank, but in this SMS content we have filled the text body, what should send in the SMS, and we already have tagged it as the text, right? And same as that we have the voicemail format. So if we have the voicemail, we will definitely select the type as voicemail, and in the voicemail clip name, we will have to mention the clip name that you have uploaded in Slack broadcast account. So in order to send the voicemails, we are assuming that you must have a Slack broadcast account and you have uploaded all those clips in there. So all those clips must be having the names. So all those names you have to mention here. So suppose I have uploaded one of the clip as VM1, so that's why I have updated it here as VM1. So likewise we have VM1, VM2, VM3, all those clips uploaded in Slack broadcast, and the same are updated here. So this was all about follow-up templates. And then calls, I already have explained you that if you have a calling system with as CallRail, Twilio, Roar, smartphone, any of them, we can integrate that system with your Podio app, and all those SMS and calls that you receive on those numbers will automatically get created here. And once we have them here, we can definitely create the seller leads. Now I was talking about the seller leads app. Here you can see we have the seller lead notification sent to. So this is the number on which you would like to get the notification as soon as you get the seller lead created in the app. And that was the reason why we created that seller lead. If you remember, we had got the text. So it was because of this, because we have mentioned the number here, and that's why it is sending the notification as soon as the leads are being created in the seller leads app. Same as that, we have the email section area. So as I was telling you that we have the place where you can manage the seller email sender name and email sender email. So this was the place. If I change it from here, that Pro in Podio ABC BAC, so now if we will send any of the emails from the system, it would be from this name. And same is the case with email ID. If I update the email ID here, the same will be get reflected as soon as the emails will be get sent from Podio. Then we have this live broadcast setting area. So here you can update your all the credentials you have and this live broadcast phone number. And this section, if you see SMS setting, this was my coolest section that I have created. So in here what I have done is I have added all the SMS's options that we can have as click send, CallRail, Twilio, smartphone, Roar, because it may be the case that right now you are using click send and you like it, but in future after a couple of months you don't like it anymore and you would like to migrate to Twilio. So in that case you will look for a developer to code the APIs for you, so that the Podio would be able to send SMSs from the apps. But in this app I have already coded everything. So what you have to do here is just choose the SMS platform that you would like to use. So suppose I would like to use CallRail, and for CallRail what all keys that it looks for is the tracking number that you would like to use, so that you can definitely get from your CallRail account, the auth token, URL code and company ID. All these information you can easily get from your CallRail account, and once you get all those information you can update them here and just choose the CallRail, and that's it. Now from onwards, whenever you will be sending out the SMSs, it will go through your CallRail account. Same as that, we have Twilio. If you want to use Twilio, just click on this click on this Twilio option and just provide the couple of details as Twilio SID, the auth token, the phone number, and that is it. It will start sending the SMSs from your Twilio number. And likewise we have for smartphone and Roar. So for both the platforms we must be having the phone number that we want to use in order to send the messages, and we can get the API key from their account, from those accounts, and just update the SMS service from here, and boom, that's it. So this was all about the settings app. And with this I think I have already covered everything we have in this pack, so you can use it. You can get the idea that how it's all working, and if in case you have any questions with any of the features, services, you can definitely get back to me and I'll help you with the same. So hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you.